De ruiter had zich naar mij toegebogen en langde mij een brief van rijstpapier. Ik heb mij voor uw ijlbode gebogen, uw tekens lispelden, kom spoedig hier. Over het blad papier had gij de tekenbloemen gestrooid met achteloos lief gebaar. Geurig en zoet omslingerde me uw tekens. Het ritselend papier werd in mijn handen zwaar. Ik zeide tot een ongestuimen bode, onder mijn klederen murmelt aan mijn hart. Achteloos lief, het fluisteren van een bode, een rijstpapier rust op mijn jagend hart. Prachtig, hè?
The paper is made from the tree, yeah. So maybe you immediately think about that the paper is made from the tree, that in the forest. But besides that, this is actually indeed the raw material for the paper making, for the industrial paper making. But besides that, in nature there are other raw materials that you can make paper. For example, the bark of the paper mulberry tree that is made, used to make xianzhi or Japanese paper. That maybe some of you already use that. And also the bark of other trees. I have some pictures to show you because those are raw materials which cannot pass through the customs. So my mom sent it to show, but I couldn't receive them. And then some grass or fast growth bush, or even the wheat and rice straw. After you harvest the wheat and rice, you can also use the straw to make paper. So those, maybe you can already see that from this picture that those fibers are very strong. So they are the raw material for handmade paper. So that's the difference between handmade paper and industrial made paper. Because this, the strong material can make the paper also has very high strength. As you can see here in this exhibition, there are a few samples for the paper. Those are made from bamboo and those are made from the grass. And some of them, if you look at close, and it's very thin, it's almost transparent, but they still have the very strong strength because of the fiber has very strong strength. Talking about marbling, it is a technique, I believe, that's developed in parallel at different countries, such as in Japan, in China, in Turkey, and also in Europe. And the basic idea of this technique is that you make the pigment floating on the surface of water's liquid, and then you can make freely by all different patterns, such as feather, snail, and peacock. And after the pattern is ready, then you use a paper to absorb it, because the handmade paper has very high absorbance capacity, so it absorbs the pattern. And in the end, you have the pattern on the paper. So basically, it's not that you paint on the paper, but paper is a media to take the pattern. And this gives a very big space for the creativity, so you can make whatever pattern you like. And it's quite unique that it's almost impossible to find two patterns as same. So then you can never make that. That's why I make the marbling so unique. The marble paper itself can already be a kind of a type of art. And also it can be used for book binding and for further art pieces creation. So those two pieces Annie used the marbled paper from my brother and then make the further rigged pieces. And also my mom used the traditional Chinese book binding, which is called dragon binding, which is a combination of the painting from my brother, also the marbled paper. And for me, since I'm a researcher in a technical university, I'm also interested how to apply for this technique. So once you get the pattern, you can use it to print on fabric. By the ink, the ink is sustainable, so then without using any dye, you can make this pattern on the fabric.